Whatever you think that you would spend for in the future, it could be trips, it could be your luho, like your luxury items, having a healthier relationship with money, even if you don't look glamorized or fancy on Instagram. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to budget and save money in your 20s. This topic isn't taught in school, and this is something that I have personally struggled with. If you're like me, I thought that the allowance versus the sueldo is a lot higher, but I would be surprised that at the end of the month, wala pala akong na-save, and I would really ask myself, where did my sweldo go? So I'm just going to share with you some tips, tricks, and systems that I have implemented to be able to handle my finances better now that I am in my late 20s. The first thing that you have to do is identify a budgeting system. It's very important to have a budgeting system because you cannot rely on motivation alone. The most popular one is the 50-30-20 method, which basically means that 50 goes to your necessities or essentials, 30 would go to your wants, and 20% would go to your savings. I personally don't follow that because I've also tried that and it doesn't work for me. So I'm going to introduce to you today a budgeting system that might work for you because it has been working for me for years now. I first learned about this through a book called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So the system that I'm talking about is called the money jar system. So basically, using the system, you split your money into 6 accounts or 6 jars. It's very similar to the envelope system of our parents or our grandparents before, wherein you put a certain amount of money in an envelope. For example, electricity, a budget 10,000 for that, so you put 10,000 on that envelope system. So it's kind of old school, but it works, and I hope that it would work for you as well. There are standard percentage allocations for each jar once you're starting out, but of course you can change it along the way depending on your needs. So the first one is called the FFA, or the Financial Freedom Account. So the money that you will put in here would be your investment. So it could be investments on real estate, on bonds, mutual funds, on the Philippine stock market or international stock market, etc. The second jar is called the LTSS, or the Long-Term Savings for Spending Fund. When I was a fresh grad, a mistake that I made was to assume that my savings for trips and savings for retirement or for being financial free is just the same. So if I have, let's say, 20,000 pesos in savings, that's it. But I could use that for trips, I could use that for gifts, I could use that for anything. I could just use it if I would need to. But that's a mistake because your investments and your savings for a car or for a house should be separate. So that's where LTSS comes in. Whatever you think that you would spend for in the future, it could be trips, it could be your luho, like your luxury items. The third jar is called the play jar. So this is what makes budgeting and saving kind of exciting because it gives you that kind of wiggle room to say na I deserve this, to spend on leisurely items such as like massages, going to Starbucks. You could put that there. The fourth jar is called the education jar. So this is the money wherein you can spend and save for courses, mentoring, seminars, so that you would be able to improve yourself, have more knowledge on your job, or if you want to have another side hustle and you would want to learn more about that. The fifth jar is called the give jar. So like what I've said earlier, this system gives us kind of a wiggle room. So in case someone needs our help or we want to donate a certain amount of money, then the give jar gives us that. So the sixth jar and the last jar, of course, would be our necessities. The expenses we need to live. So these are for our rent, our electricity, our phone plan, our gas bill. So that's it. The money jar system is quite simple. We just need to be consistent and disciplined in tracking our money and making sure that we don't exceed on our budgeted expenses per category or per jar. Tips and tricks for you to be able to manage your finances better. So the first one is really to pay yourself first. I know masyado nang gasgas siya na pay yourself first, pay yourself first. I think every personal finance YouTuber or financial advisor would say this, but it really rings true. If we really want our future self to have comfortable lifestyle, to be able to buy the things that we would want and we would need someday, like a house, I think it's really, really, really important to pay yourself first, because if we don't, then we wouldn't be able to have budgets for nice things in the future. The second tip that I have is to customize the jars depending on your goals, your needs, and your interests. So for example, there are things that are really, really important for you. Then instead of just having a play jar, why not make it a BTS shopping jar or a Shopee Boodle jar to make it more exciting? Because I think a lot of people tend to not follow their budgets because it's really tough to follow. It's very restricting. It's not flexible. That's what the money jar gives you, a little bit flexibility so that you could easily incorporate it in your life. And the third tip that I have is to really just be kinder to yourselves. I think it's really up to us to change the kind of conversations in our table. It's part of kind of a toxic Filipino culture that they always ask, saan ka na nagtrabaho ngayon? O ano ba yung mga napundar mo? So they might ask like, where's your new car? Where are you staying now? Do you have a house now? And stuff like that. But part of managing your finances is to just be being proud about yourself silently, because you cannot say in your dinner table that okay lang kahit wala akong bagong kotse, but I have 6 months worth of emergency fund. No one says that. No one posts on Instagram about their fully funded emergency fund, unless of course you are an anonymous personal finance content creator. Those are the things that they don't need to know, but if you know that you are having a healthier relationship with money, even if you don't look glamorized or fancy on Instagram, then it should be okay. Here's what I can tell you. The effect of having an effective financial system is you having that peace of mind that even if you decide to pursue your passion, even if you decide to quit your job tomorrow, you know that you have a backup plan, you have money saved up, you are confident that you can live for another 6 months even if there's no income coming in. And those are the things that social media doesn't know, or social media, you can't see that on social media. Just be kind to yourselves and be proud of what you have gone through. And even if all people are just posting about Shopee Boodles and you're not because you're busy saving up for an emergency fund, then that's fine and that should be celebrated. So if no one congratulates you or celebrates you for being able to save up a fully funded emergency fund, then I'm here to congratulate you and celebrate you. So, okay, I have another announcement to make. I know that I have an ongoing giveaway, so if you haven't joined that, then check this video out because I'm giving out G-Invest funds. So, sayang naman. You guys should join. I was decluttering my room and I realized that I have an extra book of The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This is what I have, so it's really old, but this one, I got it, I don't know if it's a gift or something. but I'm giving it out for a lucky subscriber. The mechanics are just gonna be simple. You have to be a subscriber, follow me on Instagram, and comment down below which money jar you would customize. So let's say you don't want a play jar, you would want to call it a BTS jar for your BTS shopping. That's it. I would also put down below the mechanics just to make sure. So that's it. Just give this video a like, subscribe down below, and hit the notification bell to be aware of my future uploads. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Wishing you all success. Bye! Ito, isa to sa mga budol.
Another broken plate, another called off date. We